of the things that I found very interesting in speaking, and you also shared that in your book, is about the culture. When you
Mhm.
go to different places, you have to be aware of the culture of the people there. And you said in your book, I was in Dubai, the first destination on my 2018 speaking tour. I shared my love for being a woman and I gestured towards my womb area. And this was not really taken the best way based on that. What was that experience like, and what did you now decide to do differently going forward from that?
I was oblivious because in America we are very open, and the freedom of speech and the freedom to practice whatever religion you want. When I in the Middle East, there are I don't want to use the word strict because that's not a good explanation, because there's a negative connotation there. It is a different culture of respect. It is a different culture of expectations, especially if you are in a country where the majority of people practice Islam. Islam, my Muslim brothers and sisters, it's just a different air of self-respect, integrity, and modesty. And we just don't have that in America. We just don't. You can say what you want, wear what you want, do what you want, be what you want. And I didn't I did like a circle from my belly to my hips,
Yeah.
but because my hand was going in the direction that was below my hips, it
Yeah.
was it was suggestive.
Oh,
I hadn't I had never been to Dubai before. I had never visited a country where the majority of people practiced Islam before, and I did not know. However, they were very gentle with me,
yeah.
and they made light of it and said, "We didn't know where you were going with that, but you didn't go there." And I'm very grateful. But here, that is looked at as very suggestive, and we don't we're not as open to those suggestive gestures as other places, specifically in the West.
Wow, interesting. I mean, I have Muslim friends. I know it's a different culture, it's a different religion. One of the things I also found very interesting, they are also within the same religion, the beliefs are different. For example, there's a section that is a part of Muslim that I experienced in Nigeria, whereby they don't even look at you when they talk to you,
Mhm,
especially if you're a woman.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
they look down when they're talking to you.
They
So
lower
it's
your gaze. Yeah.
it's
And, and and a lot of places that I visited, we don't shake hands. And as a Toastmaster, for me, it's like, oh, we always shake hands. But in some countries that I visited, if the man practiced Islam, you're not my wife. I'm not touching you. I'm not shaking your hand. And so it was kind of just a
yeah.
mutual head nod or an understanding. But those are things that if you don't know and you don't study them before you go, you kind of just learn on the fly. But I respect it. I'm not going to try to force someone to shake my hand, or I don't feel disrespected by that, because I understand that in different cultures there are different ways of life, and I respect it all.